Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we are looking at Bitcoin liquidation heat map on CoinGlass. We're looking at the symbol, the BTC symbol, I guess a combination of all the exchanges, and we're on the 12 hour. Let's refresh it. And, oh, good. Looks like we got all that yellow right there. Now let's see if we stop here or continue on and get a little bit more. Don't know. Hoping we stop here because looking at our chart, we are right here at this support line. So it'd be nice to see this hold. If not, now this little dump here started happening before I could get this out. I was just fine tuning some of all these lines on my chart, and I noticed us forming this this head and shoulders pattern here. Boom, and kind of like a double pointed head there, and then this. And I saw this coming. I saw this when this formed here. I'm like, man, we're probably going to come up and make a shoulder over here. And sure enough, we did. I thought we were going to come up a little further, maybe up around 100, and test this over here at market open. But it looks like we're doing it in the middle of the night, which is kind of good because I was expecting this dump on news tomorrow. But actually, what's interesting, here's the target right here. Took this target from right there. You can see. Pulled it over here. And that puts us right down here around our fuchsia colored line. Now, that's where I thought we might see a pullback to. And that also brings us down to retest this support area here and kind of fill in this little space here that we shot up quickly through. Let's put that there. Yeah, that's pretty much dead on right there. Now, do we come all the way down there? Maybe. Or is that what they want you to think we're going to do? We're fine right here. Actually, this is probably more bullish if we stop right around here and hold support and then continue on upwards. Oh, there goes my alert. Let's shut that off. Oops. Yeah, I did the right thing. And so we are coming up a little bit here. And I think that I mean, we probably shook out a lot of people here. And everyone's thinking we're going to come down here. So probably the most pain and the most bullish move we could make would be to come right back up, force everybody to then buy in up here at higher prices if they don't want to miss out on this move. Now, I do believe that we are, unless we get horrible numbers in the morning, I think people in the market are really hypersensitive to these numbers that are coming out. I mean, it's just ridiculous. People are flipping and flopping right and left every week, every month. We get new data. It's all pretty much the same, and it'll go up a little bit, go down a little bit. It's nothing horrific that's signaling any pending doom and gloom. So anyway, getting a nice little bounce there. Hope it holds. But I was preparing to buy. See, I was preparing to buy in down here. Now what am I going to do, right? So I think the market could trap a lot of people that way. But so we'll just see. I'm holding on to see if we come down here. And yeah, this move here really kind of, I wasn't expecting us to really come down this far, all the way down here to 89. I mean, that's not that bad, but well, the thing is, you don't know where you're going to stop. So I had to de-risk because, if you zoom out here, we were up at 108, 102, kind of just consolidating up here in this fuchsia colored triangle, mind you. Yeah, around 100. So, especially having that gap down at 74, or I'm sorry, 77 to 82, you really don't know if that's going to play out or not. Now, God, it's hard to see here. But, so we've been consolidating in this symmetric fuchsia colored triangle here. And what we've done is we had a big fake out to the upside here up to 108. Then we had this fake out down to the downside. And then this other fake out down to the downside. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong triangle. We were traveling in this fuchsia colored triangle. But now, actually, because we're on a 4-hour chart here, we are in this other fuchsia colored triangle right here. So, in addition to that fake out to the upside at 108, we had this fake out to the upside right here that brought us up to 102. And then we've had our fake out to the downside here just a couple days ago. And now, are we having a fake out to the upside here? Because that certainly is possible. I don't believe so. I don't believe we're having another fake out. I think those two back there are fine. And because we're coming to the end of the triangle right here. The end of the triangle is, well, Sunday. Isn't that interesting that it, the apex, or not the apex, the vertex is right there, Sunday, midday Sunday. So got to make a decision either way. Now, a lot of times we do break out or break down from a triangle and then kind of do a little hook around the tip of it. Certainly possible. What I want to see, though, is us hold. First of all, it's quite possible we hold where we're at. I think this, I have a feeling this is a genuine move up. So let's see if the numbers tomorrow morning affect the market at all. But worst case, I want to see us hold this triangle here at like 97.5-ish, something like that. And that is the target of that head and shoulders pattern. Now, what I did want to say, though, is that a lot of times these head and shoulder patterns don't play out. And what they are really is just oscillating back and forth along the line. Say this trend line, right? This neckline right here. What we do is we form a head and shoulders, and then we come down on the other side and possibly form an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So it's just meaning that you're changing from this channular direction down into a different channular direction, and then possibly back up into another one, and then possibly down this way. It's just indecision in the market, and it's kind of just like a little inchworm crawling along a line. And looks like it could be that we're crawling along this green line here. Now, that's interesting because I noticed something earlier. That green line is, we go on an hourly. Those are, I'll change the color here just so you can see what ones I'm talking about. Let's make it blue. No. Oh, what color are we going to make this thing? Maybe yellow? No. God, what color would stand out here? Maybe that's better. Anyway, you can see that parallel channel. Let me pause and try to figure this out. Well, I just made them thicker. But you see we have these three green, fluorescent green channels traveling diagonally upwards across the screen here. We had only two here until today. And then I added the third one. And if you watch this channel, you know I like to determine price action within a channel. And then as price moves, you can add channels above or below, and it follows the same pattern. So here we are zoomed in on the 4 hour. You know what? Let's even go to a 1 hour. It's probably better. And you can see, so here's the channel. We came into the channel here. There's the top. This thick dashed line is the center line, and then these dotted lines are quarter lines. And the bottom of the channel's right here. we step down, we step through these channels here. And this isn't a good example here, but when we get going, you'll see. So see right here, it kind of held support on the quarter line, came down to the bottom of the channel, held support there, pumped up here. And you can see we stopped right here at the quarter line and then continued up and traveled right along the same slope as the center line here, held it as support. Then we dumped back down to the bottom here. You can clearly tell there. Now you can clearly see that we held this bottom of this channel as support. Then we lost it. We stepped down to the quarter line here and traded right along that, and then took another step down, traded right along the center line, took another step down, traded right along the quarter line, popped back up to the quarter line here, came back down. So you can just see how the role that these channels play as support and resistance here, support here, resistance here. Then you can also see we held support on the Gaussian channel here. I don't know. I think that's the top of the Gaussian channel. As well as resistance on the quarter line of the channel there. We pop back up. We held the bottom of our previous channel as support. Came all the way through down to this quarter line briefly. And continue down. Now, let's see. There's our two channels, and those are the only ones I had. Now, here we are on last Wednesday. And we came down here. I just added this new channel down here below. I forgot. I kind of, we went away from those channels, so they kind of went out of my mind. And when I added, oh no, let's accidentally moved it. When I added this channel down here, I can see that we held the center line of the channel as support here through Friday last week. kept going through Monday. We were holding the center line as channel as support, and then we lost it. Came down and dumped all the way down out the bottom of the channel. And it looks like if we had another channel below this here, that's about the quarter line to where we dumped to. We came back up and we held the bottom of the channel as support right here. Traded in that first quarter, then pumped up to the center line again, once again. Then we held the quarter line of this channel, the upper quarter line, as resistance until we broke through, and held the upper channel as support once again. Oh, and here we are today. So that's what that green line is. Here we are currently. We were attempting to hold this channel as support. Now, where's that quarter line? That quarter line actually is right here at our target. So I'm wondering if we do come down there. That's about another 1,000 points, I guess. So very possible we do continue down throughout the night. Or maybe we consolidate here. Maybe we go sideways here for a while until, well, we're on an hourly chart. We only got a few hours left. We might consolidate here until the employment numbers come out tomorrow and whatever else. And then probably come down here and then bounce, hopefully. So we'll just have to wait and see. Now, prior to this little pattern playing out here, initially, towards the end of the day, yesterday, we were coming right here. We were right here. We were getting rejected at the 100K level. And I was thinking, you know what, man, we're probably going to dump. This looks like, we got this big move upwards, can't break 100, we're going to dump. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the day, I swear to God, what was it? It was like, it's like the last few minutes of the day, as I recall. Yeah, we did come up through 100, came back down, and couldn't make it back up. And it was then right here. Yeah, it was the last hour of the day. We still came up here, and then we broke 100 once again. And I thought, you know what? Well, what I was thinking is because this dashed line here is the top of the Gaussian channel. That's the top of the Gaussian channel. And I thought, you know what? If we can't get an hourly candle or a 4-hour candle above there, we're just going to get rejected from it and come back down. Maybe come all the way back down to the mean band. But then, yeah, it was right at the very last 10 minutes of the day. Right there. Last 10 minutes it was. We broke above the Gaussian channel. And we came up enough so that I said, damn, you know what? We're gonna start a new daily candle above the Gaussian channel. And that is in fact what we did. So let's switch to a daily. And there we are. That pink line, the pink dashed line is our Gaussian channel, and we broke above it. And we started a new daily candle above it. Now that leads me to believe, and this may be crazy, that whatever happens, if we come down here, maybe we hold out here till the morning, dump down here with whatever numbers possibly, and then recover it all. This would be like another shakeout flush, try to catch people off guards, get you to think we're dumping all the way down to who knows where. You know what? And maybe we are. Maybe we are, because I pointed out how we've had these fake outs to the upside and to the downside of this symmetrical triangle that we're in. So could we come all the way down maybe here? Back down to around 90 something, but not all the way down here, but create a higher low. That's at 89. Perhaps we come down to the bottom of this new channel I just added. I don't know. I just have a feeling we're going to pump into tomorrow, Friday. Maybe we have a pullback tomorrow, and then we pump Friday and over the weekend into the inauguration. And anyway, 102 is the target from this W pattern, double bottom, whatever you want to call it. Right here. So this is the second W from there to the midsection of the W right here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean, plenty of other people have talked about it. It's kind of a weird looking one. It goes like this, and then it has a fat middle, and then the second leg right there, and then up. And this measurement here from the bottom of the second leg up to these little wicks here, I've taken and I've pulled it over here, and it goes up to about 101.6, but roughly it's around 102. So that is the target from that pattern. Now you might say that we met it right here already. We got up to almost 101. So could we have met that target and that's it? Maybe. But also, we have broken back into the white channel, which the base of is right here. It acted as resistance right here, and then we had our dump down to 89, came back up and broke above the white channel right here after 2 attempts here on the 4 hour, and then we shot through it. So we are back above into the white channel. Only fell out of it briefly here. Well, actually, for about 5 days. And back inside it now. And it leads me to believe that we should continue up to the center line of the channel, which is right here. And if we did so, following these 2 twin channels that we have been following right here, we could be up there Friday morning, or we could blast back up there Friday morning or something like that. Anyway, And what's interesting is that if you keep following these channels, it gets us to the top of the white channel Monday morning, and that's around 100, 110, 111,000. That would be a new all-time high for the inauguration. And then, of course, it's a sell-the-news event and possibly dump back down to the center line of the channel. Or maybe we keep pumping through. Who knows? Right now, we're still holding around 98.7. That's great. Let's see what we've done on a 5-minute chart. Yeah, see, we're just consolidating here. Four more hours. I think we can consolidate here for 4 more hours. Or it might be what we do. And then come down here when we get those numbers to about 97.5. From which point we'll probably bounce. I'm hoping, because that would also be, I mentioned this before, that would be around this area. Let's go to maybe an hourly though, to see where the candle bodies are. $97.3. Yeah, 97.5 is these 3 candle wicks here. So that makes a lot of sense that we would do that. And that should hold as support. If in fact, we do. Everybody's expecting that, so maybe that leads me to believe that we don't. That this area holds as support. Now, what would screw that up is if we get a lot of people opening up longs down here. That's at 97.8, 97.9, where that little blotch of yellow is coming in right there. Now, why would people do that? If that fills up overnight, then yeah, perhaps we do dump down there. I mean, it would be so easy to do. Anyway, so that seems like it's been long enough. So, like the channel, even if you hate it, and subscribe. And if you forgot to do it this time, make sure that next time you increase the speed to like 2x or something like that. All right, see you next time.